What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, Pigeons 420. I hope you guys are well and warm. In this video, I'm going to be discussing why I think your garden sucks and steps to make it that much better. So you're traveling the internet, you're looking at some incredible photos of some incredible flowers, and you're trying to figure out, why doesn't my garden have some of these same characteristics? Well, in this video, we're going to be discussing 4 ways I think you can improve your garden and try to avoid falling into the trap of laziness and causing what some could argue is a shitty garden. The first thing is over or under watering. By far, the most common question that I get is how much or how often should I water my plant? And well, the answer to that is when they need to be watered. There is no proper way to kind of schedule when to water or feed your plants. You've got to just give them what they need when they need it. Now, a little thing to keep in mind is overwatering is not the amount of water that you use, but the frequency in which you use your water. So if you water on a Monday, water on a Tuesday, water on a Wednesday, water on a Thursday. Now, the same thing can be said about underwatering. Often enough, people are underwatering their plants by not giving them the right amount of water. When you water your plants, you want to ensure that you're giving them enough water to get the entire pot saturated, while also losing a little bit of water out the bottom. It kind of allows for that rinsing effect or flushing effect. Tied into this is also under or over feeding. A lot of people are feeding too soon. You've got very small, very weak plants, often seedlings, and they're being fed. You don't have to feed your plants for the first couple weeks of life. They are a self-contained little pack of life, and they don't need anything else other than water to start the process of growth. If you start feeding those plants too early, essentially you're going to deal with a toxicity that may be too difficult to be able to face later on down the line. Another reason that I'm seeing inadequate gardens is because of inadequate equipment. Now, growing weed isn't rocket science. You don't need best of the best equipment, but you do need quality equipment. You need good food. You need a good source of light, and importantly, you need good air circulation. You can have all the moisture or all the light in the world, but if you're not circulating the air, you're not getting the benefit of fresh, healthy plants. So having quality equipment goes a long way. Quality timers, quality lights, quality food, quality pots, quality genetics will go a long way. Why spend so much money on getting on the best of the best lights, the best of the best nutrients, just to skip out and get weak genetics? You know, that bag seed from that bag that you got from your buddy down the street probably isn't harnessing the top genetics that your garden deserves. So get quality equipment, get quality genetics, and it's going to go a long way. It's really going to remove a lot of those variables that are helping you fail in the long run. Good genetics means you might be able to rid disease. These are going to be able to grow in the hardiest of conditions. Good genetics, good equipment goes a long way. Number 3. This is as important as any of the other ones, and it's certainly as important as the last tip. This is to keep your garden clean. I cannot stress enough the importance of keeping a clean garden, whether it's from changing your shoes, changing your clothes, whether it's washing your hands before and after using the plants. You are your worst enemy when it comes to trekking in foreign bugs and foreign critters into your garden. Don't do that. I like to try to keep my gardening first thing in the morning. I get up in the morning, I get out of the shower, I head downstairs, and I head straight into the garden. I didn't go outside. I didn't do the garden work in the yard. I didn't go check the mail. I went straight to the garden so that I could avoid bringing anything additional in. Can't count the amount of times that I have seen people's gardens just littered with either dead or dying leaves, little bits of soil, little trimmings. You can't do that. Little water spots that are left from overwatering that just get left around the bottom of the tent, those brown spots, those all need to be cleaned. You have to keep a clean garden in order to maximize your results. Dirty gardens result in dirty production. I'll run with that one. But it's very important that you clean up after yourself. Anything that you leave on the bottom of your tent is going to be food for some kind of critter, whether it's a drop of nutrients, whether it's a drop of soil, whether it's a shriveled up leaf. These are things that bugs are attracted to. So try to take steps to avoid leaving these hanging around and leaving an invitation to any unwanted critters. Now, kind of tied into that is only going in the garden when you need to be in the garden. Don't make multiple trips. Don't be in the garden 3, 4, 5 times a day. Once a day, get into the garden, either water, trim, feed, whatever it is, a little bit of maintenance, a little IPM, checking the leaves, but that's it. Once you're done your garden chores first thing in the morning or maybe late at night, whatever time works for you, shut that tent, shut that door. Do not go back into your garden. Anytime you go in, you are the pathway for those critters, and they're coming with you. Change your shoes, wash your hands, stay out of the garden. I know we are all in love, and for those of you that have just started growing, there's that honeymoon phase of just, you feel like the longer you watch them, the faster they grow. That's not the case. It's actually the opposite. The less you have your eyes on them, the more amazed you're going to be when you walk into that garden at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day at just how beautiful those plants look. Don't be in there more than once. Try to minimize your exposure to your garden, and that's going to go a long way in trying to ensure that you have a garden just like those ones that you're checking out on the internet. So use all these steps when trying to maintain your garden, and I can assure you, you have got your best foot forward when it comes to maintaining a high quality, clean garden. Don't fall for the traps. Don't fall for the laziness. Keep yourself active. Keep yourself motivated, and just keep pushing. Because guess what? There's going to be hills, there's going to be valleys, but you've got to be able to take it in stride and understand that the work that you're putting in now will go so much farther in the reward that you're going to benefit from. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, concerns, go ahead, leave it in the comment section below. It's 2022. You know how that works. But until next time, my friends, have yourselves a great day. And I'll see you tonight, twitch.tv/pigeons420. Peace.